Your fallout with the Trace Amigas and being called a real-life traitor. Why did things go so left, seemingly so fast?
There was some things they had said about me behind my back that got back to me. Okay. And it didn't sit well with me. And 2024, I'm not gonna be around toxic people that are, if you're my friend, be my friend. If I'm doing something or saying something you don't like, come to me and tell me.
We're in the library. Is this giving you flashbacks?
It is. Save me.
I'm a little freaked out. We gotta get buried alive. Which coffin do you want?
It's really not as bad as it seems.
Okay.
Trust me, you get used to it. See you on the other side.
Oh, God.
Get me out of here!
I can't, no, I can't do it.
You didn't tell me you were gonna lock it!
All right. Tamra, we've brought Scotland to Los Angeles.
I know. I walked in and I got chills all over my body. It brought me back to being in that castle in Scotland.
Good vibes, bad vibes, somewhere in between. What are you feeling?
All of them, actually.
Sent a chill down your spine.
Yes, yes.
Going into this experience, what did you expect? And coming out of it, did it meet your expectations, or was it were you unprepared for what you stepped into?
First of all, I was scared to go, for one. I'd never been away from my family for that long, and not to have a phone and have contact with my husband and my kids, that was like really hard for me. And I almost backed out because I thought, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it.
People keep throwing the housewives out there as traitors. I don't think they've got it in them.
This is not The Bachelor, and I don't have to kiss your ass for a rose.
First of all, I didn't know the cast when I got cast. So
Right,
I'm like, I didn't know who was going to be on it.
They told you you were going to be the only housewife.
Yes, they're very private over there. Very sneaky. Yes, they told me I was going to be the only housewife. So that actually scared me because I thought, okay, well, who am I going to know? Who am I, I'm not going to know anybody. And then plus I know there's, all these gaming shows like Big Brother and Survivor and all. I don't know any of those people and they're pros at this. Yeah. So going into it, I was a little bit scared. I would have to say the one person that shocked me was Dan.
Okay, Dan Giesling, Big
Yes.
Brother legend.
Yeah, that little guy's vindictive.
Is that who viewers need to keep an eye on as they watch the series, or is there someone else they should also keep an eye on?
Well, I think, instantly, as soon as I met everybody, Parvati I just didn't fully trust her. She was very sweet, very kind, but just something about her I didn't trust. Now, Janelle, who I ended up loving, I could see her mind going all the time. Like she was thinking game strategy the entire time. I'm just there to have fun. You know what I mean? I don't care about the money. I just want to meet people, have fun. Winning, great, love the money, but it wasn't like my motivation to go. I wanted to go outside of my box, and it was just the viewers to see me in a totally different way.
There's no friendships in this game.
I find you highly annoying.
It's just a ton of chaos.
Did you get any advice going in from, I'm thinking of the Bravo people from season 1, like Kate Chastain, Brandi Glanville?
Brandi wanted me to read these books. She wanted to prepare. She wanted me to read psychology books. And I'm like, girl, I'll be fine. But she's like, you have to do this, you have to do that. And I'm like, I don't have time to do all that. I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna do the best.
Of the names you named, I'm gonna throw Phaedra in the mix there.
Yeah, so Phaedra, she really fooled us all. And then I caught on to her.
Okay.
Because she would never talk game strategy with anybody. She would pray for us, which everyone's like, oh, Phaedra's so sweet, you're praying for us all the time. I'm like, yeah, you're praying for us, but why aren't you talking game strategy? What is going on?
Red flag.
Yeah, it was the first red flag.
Some unexpected promo headed into this. Your fallout with the Trace Amigas and being called a real-life traitor.
Well, I'm sorry she didn't get chosen for this job.
Why did things go so left, seemingly so fast? It seemed like you guys were back in business, both literally and figuratively.
Yeah. There's some things I don't want to talk about because obviously we're going production next week and it's going to be talked about. As far as Vicki, I backed out of the Trace Amigas for some reasons that you probably will hear about on Orange County Housewives.
Okay.
And, it's so twisted and there's so many layers to it. It's hard for me to explain everything, but I didn't do anything to either one of them. I was asked to do another show. After we did Phoenix show, the agent called me and said, would you like to do another show? And I said, you know what, I can't right now. I have too many things on my plate. I can't go on this tour with them. They had already known that. They know my schedule is super busy. I have 2 podcasts and another one coming up with another Bravo Leb.
Okay.
Yep. So
is this the Kate Chastain rumor?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So so I just didn't have a lot of time to go traveling. And I guess Vicki didn't like that. And now she's calling me a traitor.
Does this feel like we're done for good? Is there room to come back and be friends?
Listen, I never say never. I don't like the way I was talked to. I don't like the text messages that were sent to me. I've been nothing but supportive. I was so happy that they got a show on their own. The Dos Amiga, I don't even know what they're calling it.
I think it's just Vicki and Shannon.
Okay, well, I was
No
happy.
name.
I was happy, and I warned them that I might not be able to continue this. But I think what happened was when I announced that I was doing a live
With Teddy.
But let me just tell you, they knew I was doing that. I told them months ago I was doing it. You know, it's a one-time thing that was put on by iHeart.
Right.
So it wasn't to take place or.
Yeah, you weren't swapping one for the other.
No,
It was.
no, not at
All
all.
right, so maybe the lesson is we don't get into business with friends moving forward.
Yeah.
I know you're going to save the conversations about Shannon for the show, but how do you approach that going in when you're in this place?
I think it's difficult. I think that people are going to understand my concerns. And, you know, as far as the Traitors Amigas show, I felt like we should not have done it right after her DUI. I felt like she needed to concentrate on herself. And we changed the show a little bit and we went on. Conversations were had between us about it and how I felt. And, you know, I don't want to give too much away because obviously it's going to be a topic of conversation on the show.
What would it take to get back into a good place? What would you, because you compared it to taking a giant dump, as if this huge relief is off your shoulders.
Yeah.
Being in a friendship that feels like that isn't a great place to live, I don't think, if you feel like you're holding all this weight with you.
No, there was some things they had said about me behind my back that got back to me. Okay. And it didn't sit well with me. And 2024, I'm not going to be around toxic people that are, if you're my friend, be my friend. If I'm doing something or saying something, come to me and tell me. That's what Teddy does with me. Like, we hold each other accountable. Like Ted, like when BravoCon, I told Teddy, you shouldn't have done that with the Vicki situation on Squash the Beat.
I originally thought that maybe you just had issues between me and Tamra being such close friends. Then I realized you were probably just triggered by somebody that actually has cancer.
That's so gross. You're gross. You weren't right. And she's like, okay, you're right, And those are the type of friends that I want. And I don't want friends that are stabbing me in the back and talking behind my back. So I wish them both all the success in the world. But until things change, I don't need to be a part of it.
Okay, the internet is speculating that they'll grab Kelly Dodd and make her the new Traitors Amiga.
Good for them. I hope they sell a lot of tickets with that.
You know what? This is Satan doing its work, and that's who she is. Like, she's evil.
She reacted to all of this by saying Satan was working through you on this earth.
Wait, Satan was saying that?
Yeah, and Kelly said Satan was working through you.
So Satan was telling you this?
Okay, I'm getting what you're saying. Got it. So this is all tied up in Alexis Bellino kind of re-entering the scene.
Yes.
How much Alexis do you think we're going to get to see moving forward?
I don't know. I don't even know if Alexis is coming on the show. Okay. I don't even know if there's so much stuff on the internet saying that she has a contract. I don't know any of this. All I know, Bryce, I'm telling you right now, I saw her at BravoCon. We had not spoke in years. It was me, Andy, and Alexis, and we were sitting there talking for, it seemed like at least an hour. Me and Alexis made up. Andy just hovered over us with big hearts in his eyes. He was so happy. It was just like, it was just the perfect situation. I have not seen her. I have talked to her a couple times. I don't know, when they ran into each other, John and Alexis, I thought that they just ran into each other.
Yeah.
And at the Quiet Woman, because they had two separate groups. Who cares? took a picture together. Who cares?
Now that they're dating, do you read into it as a calculated move, or do you think it's legit love connection?
No, I don't know about the love connection. All I know is it wasn't a calculated move. I actually was on my podcast and I said, listen, they ran into each other. Why is the press jumping to the conclusion that they're dating? Like, just because somebody takes a picture together doesn't mean they're dating. And so a week went by and she called me and she goes, thank you so much for sticking up for me. That's exactly what it is. We took a picture together. And then a month later, we started seeing more pictures and she called me and she said, we're dating now. And I was floored. I had no idea.
But she and Shannon don't know each other, so it's not like she necessarily owed her anything.
There's no girl code. They don't know each other. They didn't work together. I mean, is it ironic or is it karma? The night that Shannon got her DUI, she was texting me that Alexis was in the bar, the restaurant she was at, and I said, she goes, what do I do? She comes up to me, I go, just be nice to her.
Yeah. All right, interesting groundwork is laid for season 18.
Yeah.
Likely some tough conversations ahead.
We are set up for a really good season.
To bring it back to the Traitors, we're doing a little mini version of the Traitors here tonight.
I know.
What is your advice to me as we head into this challenge tonight?
Trust nobody.
Not even you?
No.
All right.
Don't trust
I don't
anybody.
anyway.
Right.